So hi everyone. My name is Gellis, and of course this is Infinite Modesty Design. I wanted to come on a DIY quick live today. I did a live yesterday, and somehow when I look at the replay, it wasn't that clear, and I want to actually be really clear, and hopefully it's a little bit more up and personal today. So we'll see how it goes today. And yesterday I was echoing, so I'm not sure if I'll echo today. But I'm hoping that everything would go smoothly today for me. All right, so who we are Toronto Sewing Fashion Studio, and our goal, or I will say Brampton Fashion Studio, Sewing and Fashion Studio, and our goal is to help you to learn to sew. Sewing, one of my passions is I was a little girl with my grandmother growing up in Grenada. She taught me how to sew, and one of the things I love doing is to share my skills with individual, because sewing could be a dying skills. And usually when people learn that there's sewing classes, of course, in my where I teach classes, many people get excited. So I'm grateful to have a lot of students on board, adult classes, kids classes, and I'm so very grateful itself. Now, what I'm going to be doing today, guys, on the live, just to dive straight in, I would be teaching you how to install a zipper, but I make it really on a muslin fabric, so it will be easier to understand. Yesterday I was doing it live on my clothing, so it wasn't that clear. There was a lot of colors going on, and when I look, I say a beginner wouldn't understand nothing what I've done here. So I've put a muslin fabric together, and it's just a sample here. But I'm hoping that it will be much clearer today than yesterday, and I'm hoping that it will be beneficial to someone who pretty much would just want to try it out itself. So first, what you need your zipper, of course, and your skirt or your whatever garment you need itself. It's a center zipper, so it's not a zipper that would go into a fly zipper like a front of a pants. It's more like a side zipper itself, and again, it's a center zipper. So that's what we're gonna be doing itself today. So just before I go on as well, I just want to let you guys know that we do have an online tote bag making event. So I'm just gonna pretty much grab one of my bags here. Show you guys. We have an online zipper tote bag event coming up. It will be next month. We'll be doing a live sewing on how to make a zipper tote bag with pockets. So you have the pockets here. So there's a lot of colors going on here. And then you have the zipper, professional zipper. And you could have the option to put a zipper on the inside as well and make a different color. And you have a nice professional tote bag that you could use for yourself or give as a gift or even use it as a skill so you pretty much start making your own money online itself. So I'm going to just show you another color I have here. So this is another color we have here. So I just want to do a DIY, a DIY event where you will be going to make this professional tote bag with pockets itself. We do have the sewing pattern. All you need to get is the sewing pattern, and you could get a sewing pattern directly from our website. There should be a link somewhere around this page. So you need the sewing pattern, of course, you need fabric and all that. But you do need the sewing pattern. That was one of the number one thing you do need in order to get your event going. All right. So for those who live in and around Toronto itself or in and around Brampton area, we do teach sewing classes. We recently started up with our kids sewing classes, and we are very much happy for that, to teach young kids how to sew. That's how I learned to sew as a little girl growing up with my grandmother on an old Singer pedal machine. That's where my love started, and I love sewing to the bones. And by the grace of God, I love sharing my skills with the world, I would say as well. So anyway, right now, what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to turn this camera down, and I'll show you exactly what I have here and how you could actually install a center zipper, very simple zipper, into your skirt. If it's bust, if it's broken, it's very simple. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to try my best to fold everything down here, and I'm hoping that everyone would see clearly, because when I do the replay, I want to be happy with the replay. If you're watching us and you are watching us live from anywhere, you could kindly let us know where you're watching us from. My name is Gellis, as mentioned, and this is Infinite Modesty Design. And we are doing a live zipper replacement. So this is a sample. You might say, well, this is a sample. I did a live yesterday with an actual skirt. And when you take out your zipper from your old skirt, it would be just like this, right? So it would just be like this. You would have the lines that is folded here on your actual skirt. You would have all the lines folded here, and you would take your zipper out itself and wonder, well, what next? Do I go alteration shop? What do I do? So what I would say, you definitely want to get a zipper that actually fits the length of your skirt. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to, of course, take out all your extra thread. You maybe want to iron that folded part, of course, in the back of your skirt, because that's mainly what I have. I have a lot of skirts. So you want to iron that folded part. Again, just to make sure, well, it would be already folded, but you just want to take out any extras here and just make it look neat and nice. Okay, so zippers is very easy. It's not that hard. So this is what we're gonna go. This is what we'll be doing now. So this is the back of the skirt, and assuming this is your waistband. Okay, so this is the waistband, and of course this is your zipper here. All right. So I'm gonna take my zipper. All right, and I'm gonna open it up nicely. So I'm gonna open my zipper up here, and of course this side, of course, would be for one side, the right side, and this side will be for the left side. So I'm gonna work with one side at a time. Okay, so I'm going to take my zipper here and I'm going to tuck it under the skirt. Okay, just like this, knowing that I have this side for this end of the zipper and that side for the other end of the zipper. Okay, so if anyone is watching me and do have a sewing machine, let us know what brand of sewing machine you have. Let us know if you have sewn on the sewing machine. I know people have a sewing machine for quite a while. I never pretty much touch it because, of course, people come to my class and let me know that. But I just want to know if you are connecting with us and you have a sewing machine or you're thinking about buying a sewing machine. Let us know if you have one, what brand you have. And if you don't have one, just let us know that you want to buy a sewing machine. All right, good stuff. So let's get started. So I would take the end of the zipper here and put it at the very end of the skirt here. Okay, so the very end of the skirt here, right? And then I would pin it down. Now, I would also say that if you want to sew a center zipper, you would want to have a needle and thread as well. So that make your life easier as well when you pin it down. So I'm going to pin it down right to the very edge here. Again, everyone puts zippers on differently. So this is one method I use that works really well for me. Someone else might know exactly how to put a center zipper in a totally different way, and it works well for them. It doesn't mean that this way or that way is wrong. It's just which ways feel comfortable for you. You go with that one. Okay, so this is how I teach. So now I'm going to fold this right down to the edge of the teeth so you can see that here, and I'm going to pin it all the way nicely down. So I'm going to pin it down nicely, and this, of course, is a very short zipper I'm putting it on here. So you can see the fold here is really, really close. So if you're watching me live and you are able to see this very clear, I'm very happy. Just let me know that it's very clear today, yes or no. Because the only how I will know if it's clear is if I watch the replay. All right, so there you go. And yesterday I was echoing a lot. I'm not sure why, so I'll see if I'm echoing today, yes or no, after the live. So the next thing, so I see I pin this down nicely, and I want to pin this side down as well. Again, I'm going to pin it right down to the edge. So you see I put the edge of the zipper here to the edge of the edge of my waistband there, and I'm going to pin everything nicely down. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pin it down again. So again, the fold of this fold is right at the very edge of the zipper teeth there. So fold it down really, really nicely. Okay. Really, really, really nicely down. Okay. All right, so maybe I'll just put one more pin and I think I should be fine. One more pin here and I should be fine. Okay. I should be fine. All right, so I have it pinned down here. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. Then I'm gonna zip it up because zipping it up is very important to know if just want to see how it's aligned, right? So it's aligned really nicely in my eyes here. So what I would say next you want to do is to get needle and thread. So you will get needle and thread and you base this down. So you want to make sure that you secure the front here. I didn't have needle and thread on my live. You want to base it down here. So make sure it's nice and firm here. Then you want to base it all the way down, right? Then you want to cross over and then you base it up and you want to seal it. Then you want to remove the pins, okay? So if you're doing this for the first time, it's not hard. Just watch this video again. You put the zipper on nicely like this. Again, this is my method of doing it. Someone may have a different method and that's okay, all right? So you pin it down nicely, and I would always say at the beginner, pin it down and baste it down. Then you would make sure that you get a nice even stitch. Now also you want to also make sure that this edge here lined up really nice. This right, did it with the pins. You want to make sure that your when you complete your skirt, that your waistband is lined up really, really neat and nice. So you would actually make you stand apart from the ordinary, right? You don't want to finish your zipper one side of the waistband is up, one side of the waistband is down. It doesn't look professionally. Okay, so that is very, very important. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and sew this down now. So I'm going to bring my camera even closer, and I'm hoping I get a really nice angle here so everyone could see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so I'm hoping this is a good angle. So I'm going to take my first pin out, and I'm going to start my stitch. Again, the edge of my zipper foot on this edge going to be at the edge of my fold right here. You can see that the edge of my fold. Okay, and I'm going to start. I'm going to start with my back stitch. However, because my zipper head is so close here, I'm going to remove the zipper head. I'm going to zip it down a bit. Okay, zip it down all the way down and let my zipper open like this. And then I'm going to take my time now and sew my zipper nicely and neatly down. So I'm going to do my back stitch first. Make sure my machine is on here. Okay, so when I'm sewing on, my eyes is at the very edge of the fold here to the edge of the zipper edge here. Okay, now I'm coming closer to a pin. I'm going to take up my pin nicely, and I got to make sure my garment is nice and neat down. Okay, I'm going to come down. Just going to take your time. I'm going to take up my pins. When you have the needle and thread, it makes life even easier, because now my pins is, I should have put it this way, but that's okay. I'm going to come down again. I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to take out my pin here. I'm going to continue holding nicely. I'm going to come down a little bit, and then I'm going to zip up my zipper. So watch what I'm going to do. So I'll come very close to the zipper head here. I'm going to bring my needle down. Then I'm going to bring my presser foot up. I'm going to close in my zipper all the way to the top. Okay, all the way to the top. Then I'm going to continue my sewing. My eyes is at the edge of the presser foot, edge of my folded here. So I'm going to cross, come to the end of where my zipper stops. Then I'm going to leave my needle down, lift up my presser foot, and I'm going to nicely turn my fabric. So this is called pivot and turn. So when you turn now, you remember at your zipper edge, there are times they have a metal part, or some of your zipper have a metal part. So you have to be very careful here. You don't want to sew, you could walk your way through. So how do you walk? You use your hand wheel on your sewing machine, and I'm going to walk across, just taking my time. Okay. Sometimes it's kind of hard because this one is a little bit higher. So I'm going to put my hand and help it out to go across, and I'm going to take my time. And the zipper is, the teeth doesn't want to go over. Okay. Okay, it's really, really delicate crossing over that bridge there. Okay, let me see if I can do one more. Okay, good. So I think I go a little bit farther, but it's okay. All right, so I'm going to lift up now. I'm going to pivot now and turn. Now I'm going to come up. So I go a little bit too far. So if you think you go a little bit too far, you could always bring it back. No big deal. And do a back stitch back. And you could always take out that extra thread, although it wouldn't be that much. So now I'm going to pivot now and turn and put my presser foot down. Okay, now I'm coming home now. So any needle that I have in the way, I'm going to remove it out. Then I'm going to continue on. So I'm going to continue. Hold on. If you're close to any teeth, because that is very important, you could always walk. I'm going to walk my way up now, because I think, because this stitch is actually really metal, it's not plastic teeth, so I have to be very, very careful. All right, so I'm going to come up. Okay, when I think that I am clear from the teeth, because there's a little bit of a lap over here, then I am going to continue my sewing. Okay, take my time. Take my time, come up. It's coming close to the pin, and I'm also coming close to the head of the zipper. I'm going to lift up my presser foot again right here. So lift up my presser foot here. Then I'm going to open the zipper nicely all the way down. Bring my presser foot also down again. Then I am going to take out my needle because it's right there, and I'm going to sew. Okay. Now, because I'm coming right to the edge of here, I'm going to take another pin, and it would make it across, just to make sure that your zipper is very, very secure, making sure. And then I could take this pin out, because if I take this pin out, the zipper could shift. And again, that's why if you have needle and thread, it makes it easier. You don't have to worry about this. Needle and thread have everything intact for you. So now I'm going to continue sewing, and I do my back stitch. Now, guys, if you tried it and it was perfect the first time, it's not a big deal. Okay, the goal is that you give it a try, it come out well, and that's what sewing is all about. Okay, so it is done. So let me move this away here. I'll trim out all my extras here. Okay. All right. So that is it right here. Okay. Then I'm going to zip my zipper up. Zip it up, all the way up. Right? So I zip it up, and I'm assuming maybe I have a hook and eye to put here to close the skirt, my skirt itself, right? Because the extra length of my zipper is at the very top here. So I just want you to see this. It's not that hard. I mean, it's not perfect because we did it on the live here today. I have a little glare here, but at the end of the day, you get it. It's very simple to put in a zipper. It's not that hard, and I want you to see how it is. The goal again, you always want to make sure that you're aligned here, because this is very, very important for the center zipper. All right, so it's not a hard. I'm gonna show you on the outside. This is how the inside look. That's what my little boo-boo here, which is fine. But again, everything is tailoredly for the center zipper on the back of your skirt. All right, so that's all I have today, guys. So Maria, say hi. Hello, my dear. Hello, how are you? I'm very fine. Thank you so much for your comment. So I hope you will just watch this nice little DIY video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Facebook user. I don't know who it is, but thank you for joining me. So I just wanted to do a quick DIY live, guys, to show you how to install zipper. I am going to be doing another quick DIY informational live very, very soon, just to show you how to install something. I want it to be very educational, something that you can learn, something you could actually try and say, Gellis, you know what, I did actually try this. Because installing zipper is not that hard. Just follow the step, watch the replay again, and you should be fine. Wonderful. All right, so who we are at Toronto Sew and Fashion Studio. Like I said, Toronto, Brampton, we are in right now. We teach you how to sew. If you are living in and around the Brampton area, you definitely could join our in-person sewing class. We have it only on Mondays. We have Monday morning and Monday evening class. And we also have kids sewing classes where we teach kids, wonderful children, how to sew. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, just comment in the comment section below, guys, if you do have a sewing machine, if you're planning on buying a sewing machine, if you would like to learn to sew, if you're planning on learning to sew, and so on and so forth. Again, my name is Gellis. I want to let you know that Jesus Christ loves you. One of the greatest goals is for us to get to know him as our personal Lord and Savior. There's many more goals, of course, once you know Jesus Christ, but one of the main goals is to get to know him before you leave this earth. Wonderful. Have yourself a wonderful night, guys. Take care. It's Gellis again. Bye-bye.